guys. How are you? Welcome. It's Wednesday and Behind the Scenes Live. I'm Angela Wolf, and today I have a really fun show for you. In fact, we have a couple girls that are going to be calling in. A couple of the Wolf Pack members are calling in to give some sewing tips. Well, they don't know that yet. I'm actually going to call them, but I want to see what they're sewing. I have been watching these Linda Tunics come together, and it is amazing. So they're going to be rolling in, and I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the fabric that I'm using for my next season of It's So Easy, which I'm taping in just 2 weeks, meaning I better get rolling. So I just found somebody ordered fabric last week, and I didn't even remember that I had this fabric. So before I get started, if you've never been here before, say hi, say where you're from. You never know, your neighbor might be sewing next to you or fishing. And my fishing buddies that all roll in at the beginning, hi, hope you're doing well. Catch a lot of fish, and thanks for stopping by. All right, so somebody ordered this fabric, and I have it in yellow and blue. I didn't even remember I had it. I had to go through the stash thinking, why is this on my website? So I made the blue top, and I wore it yesterday for our members-only live Q&A. And then I found the yellow, which I'm wearing this yellow top, which matches my skirt. Those in the Fashion Sewing Club, we were talking about this yesterday. I forgot I even had this skirt. This is the skirt that I free motion quilted. So the inside is a bright yellow. That's a linen. And the outside is a silk burnout. And I think I have that fabric around here somewhere. I'll find it during our live show. So anyways, I wanted something a little bit brighter for sportswear, for fishing, and check this out. It's a little bit thicker than this knit. This is a knit. I made this top on It's So Easy a couple seasons ago. So this I wore out last night. Now, it's really good for sportswear, but it's not breathable. I mean, it's breathable, but it's not. I don't care what the sports labels say. If it has polyester in it, it's not breathable all the way. So I wore the blue one last night. It was super comfy. It didn't wrinkle. So today I cut out a yellow one. So tomorrow I'll be wearing a new top. But for those of you in the Fashion Sewing Club, I'm talking about this skirt tomorrow. I dug it out of my stash. Every time you guys send me a note, I'm thinking, I forgot I even had that, just like the fabric. So back to sewing. What are you guys up to this week? Janet Payne is I'm going to be talking to her and Cynthia Goring today. And in a couple weeks, I'm bringing Susan back in because she pattern hacked the Linda Tunic with no sleeves. And she gave you guys an entire list of how to do that. But I want to talk to her live about that. So before I get rolling, I have to tell you the funny of the week. Well, there's always a lot of funnies, but you got to see this. So my brothers are coming next week for July 4th with their kids, and the 4-year-old, Austin, he always has worldly information in that little head. So he sent me a letter to give to Uncle Buck. So last week Win was Uber driver, trophy husband, all those things. Next week, he's Uncle Buck, which is seriously what the boys call him because he lets them do way too much. All right, so I'm going to... Let's see if I can find this. I had it right here. You have to read this. So imagine I woke up early in the morning, didn't have my glasses on to read my text messages, and I haven't figured out how to turn the letters bigger. So I just kind of glanced down. Oh, boy, I have way too many text messages from, you got to see this. Because I would like to know, if you don't have your glasses on, what you think it says. Here we go. So first off, Austin calls and he asks to talk to Win. And he tells Win that he wants to help him plan his grocery schedule. So he told Uncle Win to bring stuff for s'mores. And don't forget the chocolate this time. And then he said, I'd like ice cream, vanilla and chocolate. And don't forget the sprinkles. Very important things here. So he made me this list. So I'll bring this up here. See if you can see that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see the top. So this is the list for Uncle Buck. From a 4-year-old, the wisdom of a 4-year-old. So this is, I didn't have my glasses on, and I thought it said pizza, champagne, and beer. And I'm thinking, why would a 4-year-old want pizza, champagne, and beer? You must know me well. There's his little signature at the bottom. What it says is pizza, campfire, and beach. So that is definitely the funny of the week. So we are going to have a lot of fun on July 4th. I have a feeling. I'm hoping I'm still not getting ready for It So Easy. I tried to start early, but I'm doing a trench coat sew along. So doing all the samples for that is a little bit larger project. So it's going to be very cool. All right, you guys, I see you all rolling in. Amy, great to see you. Judy, it's so great to see you all every week. And by the way, if I don't ever mention your name, it's not on purpose. I just scroll through, and the first ones I see, I just say hi to. But I always go back on the weekends to see what you guys are doing. And let me see if I can bring this up. I want to show you before I'm going to bring the callers, and I'm not going to make them wait until I bring them in. So let me just bring this up. The sew along is starting next week. Here you go. I'm going to put this on your notes. I'll share my desktop here so you can see it. All right, here we go. Can you see this okay? Hi, Isabel. Great to see you. Oh, gosh. You know what's funny is I recognize so many of your names now from the ones I've signed patterns for. I feel like I know you personally, even though it's just on Facebook. But it's really fun. Okay, let me take this down. So here is the Linda Tunic Sew Along. And if you go to fashionSewingWithAngelaWolf.com. Okay, that's my blog. If you're in the Fashion Sewing Club group, all of it's in there. But go to FashionSewingWithAngelaWolf.com. And this is where all the dates are listed. This is where I have the whole blog post. This just went out in a newsletter. I have all the videos from It's So Easy except for the pattern hack ones. So you can just scroll through here and watch all these videos right here from this screen. And there's the schedule. It starts July 2nd. I know it's July 4th, but a lot of people are going to be sewing that week. So I thought we'd start on July 2nd. And that way, that would give you time to get your fabric. If there's a lot of sales over the 4th. In fact, I'm pretty sure Vogue Fabrics is having a sale. And if you're in the club, there's a discount there, but they're already going to be having sales. So even if you're not in the club, they still have good deals. Go in here and then sign up for my newsletter on here, and then you will get this right into your own email box. So that is your Linda Tunic Sew Along update. That is live. And now I'm going to, let's just call one of our callers. I want to do it. We're going to do a whole show and tell at the end. We'll save that to the end. And I'm giving away that fabulous fabric back there. All right, Jenny, I like your photo with all of the flowers around it. Super, super, super cute. Janet, can't wait for the trench coat. Girl, you are a sewing machine. Let's see, who are we calling first? I think it is Cynthia. So, Cynthia, I'm going to try to give you a call. And I tried to get the girls to come in live, but you never know if it's going to work. So let's call her up and see what's going on. You got to love hearing voices. So let me know that you can hear this okay once we get her on the phone. Hey, Cynthia. Actually, Cynthia is live on the... Oh, you were for a second. Cynthia?
Yes.
Hi, it's Angela. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I had you a second ago, and now I just have the phone call.
I saw you on there for 1 second, and you disappeared. So maybe the internet isn't strong enough. So you are live, and everybody can hear you. So everyone, say hi to Cynthia Goring. You're going to hear her voice as if I've met her in person, but you have not. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
So
I'm excited about my sewing and getting to sew the Linda tunic. It was a really fun sew.
I'm going to bring up your photo here. That you did a great job, by the way. How long would you say that it took you to make that?
Well, it took me a little longer because I was learning how to do your collar, and then I didn't rewatch your tutorial, of course. I tried to do it myself.
Hey, that's what we all do.
I know. I wanted to learn how to do the collar your way because I knew I had been doing it a different way for years because I'd made my husband many, many shirts. So I was determined to learn it your way. And of course, I did it wrong the first time. And, so it took a little while, but I finally got it. And I really like it. I really like doing the collar that way.
So I'm bringing this up and showing everyone. Can you... Yes, by the way, Patricia asked if the sew along is for everyone. Of course it is. It's for everyone. It's just the pattern club gets a little bit more. So to answer your question on there. So I have Cynthia's picture up here. I love the color of this fabric. By the way, you always look good in pink. It's one of your best colors, but this top looks fantastic on you. And what's interesting is Janet, which she's coming on after you, had asked a question this week about what if you're rolling up your sleeves to the wrong side, what does it look like? And yours looks super cute, even though it is the wrong side of the fabric. It's just part of the look. You did a great job on the sleeves. And by the way, your collar looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. Like I said, I worked at it.
Well, you can't tell. You made your collar shorter, didn't you? Is that what you mentioned to me?
Well, I actually made a size 8 yoke, and I made a size 10 through the bust, and then a size 12 through the hips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have learned my body is smaller on top, so I end up doing that to a lot of patterns. End up making the small through my shoulders because I end up having to take the shoulder seam up like an inch pinch, which is like 2 inches on a lot of patterns, and that's quite a bit.
Oh, wow.
So
that is quite a bit.
I've just learned. I thought, well, I'll just try this and see if it works to make the size 8 yoke. And then I made the size 8 sleeve top also, but I made the size, 10 sleeve seam. If that doesn't sound weird.
So you really mixed it up a lot.
I did.
You've got a ton of girls in here saying hi to you. Susan says it's great to hear your voice. I agree. I love it when we do call-ins. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I just wish I didn't lose my picture. That would have been fun.
You can try it again if you'd like. I see Janet in the waiting room waiting for us to go live. She's in there, so you can roll in too if you want to try it again.
Okay, so I hang up and try it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I don't see you, I'll bring you back on. So I'll bring Janet up right now while you're trying that.
Okay.
All right. See you in a minute.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Janet, let's try to bring you live. I see you in the lobby. So everybody, is this so much fun? Everybody's saying they love Cynthia's fabric. So we're going to bring Cynthia back up. She's going to try to go live. So Janet, we've given you the 3-second warning. We're bringing you up live. I think you're going to be in person. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So can you all hear Janet and you can hear me and there's no buzzing? That's always the big thing. You look great. I see you're wearing your Linda tunic.
Yes, my red, white, and blue.
Oh, it's everyone saying hi to you. Hi, Leslie, by the way, from Canada. So bring yourself up just a smidge because I think I'm cutting off your head. There you go. Perfect. You look wonderful today, as always.
Thank you.
So what are you up to? You've been sewing like crazy.
Well, I'm off work for 3 weeks, so I'm trying to take advantage of it.
You're off work for 3 weeks?
I work at a high school, so
okay.
I get 3 weeks in the summer. So I
totally forgot about that, by the way.
Yeah, yes. But today I am making an Evelyn. Since my Linda dress didn't work out the way I wanted, I decided to go with the Evelyn. But
wait, you turned the Linda into a dress?
I did, but I didn't like it, so I cut it back off to a shirt.
Oh. So wait, why did you not like it?
It didn't fit my body type.
No. Well, you're very tailored. So I would think the Linda as a dress would just be too full. Because every time I see you, you always have nice tailored jackets and tailored skirts. You're always very tailored. That would be like going way outside the box.
Yes, it's definitely out of my comfort zone. My daughter said I should have added a belt, but no, I knew I wouldn't wear it, and I love the material. So, and here it is if you didn't see it. Oop.
Can you guys see that? Oh, I love that. Oh, that looks even better in person like this.
But I loved adding the different color. Actually, I was putting on a pajama top the other day and realized it was a tunic. and it had two different colors. And I was like, oh, I can do that.
Actually, you posted that in the group. I'm going to be sharing that again when we're all finished with our phone calls. And I have to tell you, I absolutely love that solid color with those flowers.
Yes. Well, we mentioned yesterday in the fashion club that you either do it all right or do it all wrong. And this was all wrong. I had to cut out the collar twice. And the actually the solid is a knit. And so the stretchiness, though I've learned from you so much and worked much better with, I'd never worked with a knit till I learned from you. So, but still it was a challenge getting it to fit the collar correctly. But it's done. So,
It
but
looks
I found something new I learned with doing the Evelyn, though I've probably made 10 or 12 Evelyns.
Yeah. What did you do?
Well, I am not a confident sewer. I have no self confidence. So as even as many as I made, so I always feel like putting the oh, my mind just went totally blank. This when you put the oh, what is it called?
The dart?
The dart. Thank you.
I'm just looking at what you're pointing at.
I always feel like, oh, am I putting it in the right place? So I cut it out of my pattern. Can you see? So now I can draw it in. Oh, yeah. So I can draw it in on the material, and it makes it easier to sew.
What a great idea. What a great tip, you guys. Check that out. And it's funny because everybody marks things in different ways, but that's such an easy way to be able to just use tailor's chalk, mark it up real quick. When you go to sew, you're ready to go. So question for you. Do you cut, or is that a plaid that you have there?
Yes.
Did you cut it on the fold, or did you cut it on the, did you lay it flat?
I cut it on the fold. Probably not the best idea, but I did cut it on the fold.
I'm just curious.
It's only my second plaid, and we'll see how well it goes together. But
I love that color. Plaid. I'm going to be bringing the fashion trends into the Fashion Sewing Club here shortly in the next couple days, and plaid is huge for fall. Huge.
Yes.
Like, as in, I have a whole bunch that I just pulled out of my stash in the basement. In fact, Wynn was helping me pick the good plaids for the season. He has a good eye.
Well, I like I said, it's only my second. I think I made the Kate. No, it was the fringe skirt. I made it without the fringe.
Okay. Oh, you froze for a second.
That was a plaid, and I actually got, throw that off when you add that dart in there. But I'm hoping it's not too bad. But, and I made my quilt for my grandson that should be here in 18 weeks.
Oh, is it only 18 weeks until your grandson? Is it boy, right?
Grandson.
Yeah.
We're very, very excited. So I've been, now that this is finished, I'll be doing some of Ren's designs for baby things. So I've had those bought for years, and now I get to actually make them for my own. I've made them for many shower presents, but I'm excited to make them.
Oh gosh, and your embroidery projects are going to be so cute. I have two of mine here, just two of the many things that you have sent over here. So here's my two faves. For those of you who have seen me hold this up, maybe you didn't realize it was Janet that gave me these. I love these. So Janet, you got a couple questions on here. Someone wants to know if you can go back to that dress form and check out the back.
Oh, the back of the shirt?
Yeah. And then Cynthia, if you're still on here, I'm going to be calling you because I did not see you come live. So as soon as I'm finished with Janet, I'll bring you back on the phone to bring you back in here because that was way too short for that. But I don't see you in the lobby, so I'll be calling you. All right, let's see. Oh yes, you guys, check this out. So the back is that solid color. You did the entire yoke in that solid. You know what's interesting is if
the whole
you had that fabric by itself, you wouldn't even notice that dark color in the flowers, but because you brought that solid dark color in the yoke, it looks amazing.
It actually happened to be laying next to each other in my material stash. So I was like, ooh, that looks good together. And I love green. Green is my favorite color.
Susan says she has a feeling that after sewing for 3 weeks, Janet's going to need an annex on her house for all of her finished projects.
Well, yes. But I don't buy clothes now that I have your patterns. The only thing I buy is pants because I've never sewn pants because I'm a little chicken. And so that's the only thing I've purchased in the last couple of years since I got your patterns. So
That's awesome. Well, I got to get working on those pants then.
yes, you do. I need them. But
Hey,
yes,
so Joyce wants to know. I know what I would use, but Joyce wants to know what you use to mark the dart.
The Taylor's chalk.
Did you use the Taylor's chalk that brushes off or the iron off one?
Actually, it's the one you gave me at the Houston event. I mean, the All Brand event I went to that you were at. So whatever it was you gave me.
You still have that?
I do. That and your measuring tape. I use them all the time.
Awesome. Yeah, so I can leave you guys a link, but it's just Taylor's chalk. You just brush it on, or you mark it on your fabric, you brush it off. You don't have to worry about pressing it off. I love the chalk that presses off. It's wax, but if you put it on a fabric that has polyester or satin or anything like that, it doesn't come off. So I find this Taylor's chalk to be safe, easy to use, and you know that you're going to be able to get it off. Kay says you are a talent for sure. And Leslie says grandchildren are better than children. Leslie, I won't ask why you said that.
I can't imagine because I adore my two children. So that's what everybody tells me. My daughter says we're in big trouble because I spoil the both of them. So I can't even imagine, but I'm so excited for him to get here.
Oh, gosh. You probably don't know the name yet. Or do
yes,
you?
Luke Alexander.
Luke Alexander, what a great name.
Yes. I even monogram
a very powerful name. It's going to be like the president of the United States.
Well, my son-in-law loves Star Wars, which is why they had an employee. The room would be Star Wars, and if it was a girl, the room would be flamingos because my daughter loves flamingos. So, so that's why that's where the Luke came from Star Wars. So. But yes, it's very exciting.
Flamingos. Tell your daughter she would have loved my party that I had last week here with brother. Everything was flamingos. There was no particular reason. It was just I went to the dollar store and they had everything that matched in flamingos. Yes. So I went, hey, we're going to have flamingos.
She loves the summer because all kinds of flamingo things come out. So every material, every embroidery design. I bought her some earrings the other day that had flamingos on them. So
I got to keep my eye out. I might have to send, when I'm finished with all my party stuff, I might just send her a batch for her baby.
That'd be awesome. Yes.
Her baby shower.
But
everyone's saying they love you and they want to know if you are in your sewing room.
I am in my sewing room. It's upstairs over the garage. It was my kids' toy room when they were little, and when they got too big, it became my sewing room.
That do you want to show it to us?
Sure.
All right. That's what everybody's hoping.
Well, these are all my cam snaps because I do a lot of like Ren's bags. I haven't carried a purse I bought in years.
Oh my gosh, look how organized you have those. I love that. Oh, that looks wonderful.
Well, I love to do all kinds of crafts. So my vinyl is in these drawers.
And I know some of you guys, it might be fuzzy for you guys, so just bear with us. That's just part of the internet thing. So everybody's saying, and Cynthia, I see you on here. I'm going to be calling you back since I don't see you live. But Cynthia says that she loves your sewing room. Oh my gosh.
This is my 16 needle embroidery machine. My husband got me for our 28th or 30th wedding anniversary.
What? Wait a minute. 28. I have to look under the sheet. At least it's not paper or silver. So girls and guys, the big thing, I think that should be like the new list on the what anniversary do you get what gift? I love that. Okay, we lost Jen. We lost her for just a second. Are you back? I think she froze. Here she comes. Are you back? Oh, you gotta love the internet, I swear. So I think
Hello?
Oh, she's back. Maybe.
Hello.
Let's see if I can bring her down if she'll refresh. So when she takes us back to her sewing room. All right, I see you back in here. Let's see if I can bring you back up here. All right,
Hello.
you back?
Hello.
Awesome.
And this
The
is
internet.
my, I don't know if you can see it. It's my table that moves up and down.
Oh, nice.
Though I don't use it that often for that. This is one of Ren's newest designs. If you embroider, it's the holds the different things. I haven't put anything in it yet, but I went
That's
to a
cute.
sewing event with some friends and made one for each of them when we got together.
I love that. If you guys don't know who she's talking about, we're talking about Embroidery Garden, our good friend Reen. She has the coolest stuff.
Oh,
You always hear me
definitely.
talk about her or Molly or Carrie or Rhonda. They kind of all group together. They all have cool stuff. So this is
Yes.
Reen's newest design, which her stuff is amazing. I remember when she started doing, that was some of my first in the hoop embroidery projects, because I remember
Mhm.
thinking, this is boring. I have no interest in this. And then I did hers and I'm like, this is cool.
Oh yes. I'm most of my purses are hers. I don't know that I've made a purse from anybody else, but and then I don't use the scan and cut. I use the silhouette, which I have two of. I use the older version most of the time. I do have a new one.
Okay.
Um,
I still like you. I'm just teasing.
and then my serger's at the other end of the room, and then this is my sewing machine
Oh, I love that.
and my stabilizer.
Oh, I just lost her again. It just went out. I saw somebody said if you make it smaller, she might be more clear, but that it's an internet thing. So I like the way you're thinking, though. Oh, that was you. Hey, Karina, by the way, Karina's up here. And I'm going to go back and call Cynthia real quick. But Karina, you are the rock star of the week, by the way, for anybody in the Angela Wolf Patterns group. Now, that's a free group. Any of you guys can be in there. Sewing Angela Wolf Patterns group. She posted the logos, the logo that she made last week, which I'll bring that up here in a minute again in case you missed last week's show. But she gave every format, so whatever sewing machine you have, it works. And for the scan and cut. So we have cut vinyl in there. And then Pam sent me something today that she was working on in her class in Colorado at Rocky Mountain Sew. That's a cool store. I keep hearing a noise. And I don't know what it is because I'm in here by myself. Squirrels in the attic? Actually, I thought this was going to be a very entertaining show today because there are two wasps that somehow got in when I had the door open earlier today, and they were dive bombing me here in the studio. So if I get up and run away or start screaming, now you know why. So let's call Cynthia back. And Janet, I'm going to call you when I'm finished with that just to say goodbye to everyone. All right, let's bring Cynthia on. Everyone's saying Karina rocks. Yes, she does. All right, let's see if we can get this. Hi, Cynthia.
Hello.
Sorry that we can't get you live, but I had to bring you back
I know.
on.
I was on there. They got my phone again. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not that tech savvy.
That's all right. It looks like the tech isn't working very good anyways. We lost Janet. So, all right. So, guys, we're back with Cynthia Gordon from earlier today. So, Cynthia, what is your favorite thing to sew, by the way? Because you post a lot of really cool things in the group.
Well, I do garment sewing, and I also do quilting. So I'm kind of debating on which is my favorite. I don't know at this point. I'm really getting more excited about the sewing since you come out with such wonderful patterns. And with the group, it kind of gets me motivated to get back into sewing garments for myself.
Well, you know, by the way, this new top, this Linda Tunic that I named after my mom, I did it because she always wore those tops and she loved it. And she always said, if you come out with a pattern like this, it's going to do so well because it looks fabulous on everyone. So she called it in. She said, I'm seeing everyone in the world making your top. And it does.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah. So would you say now, right before we hung up though, you said you shortened your collar a little bit, right? Or shortened your neckline?
Yes.
Did you
Yes.
have
My collar actually fits my neck in the back pretty snug. I'm not sure if that's the way you designed the pattern to be, if it's supposed to be a little more loose.
no,
Fitting, then maybe I made it fit too well. I don't know.
no, I think it fits perfect. In fact, and I would even say perfect. I have your picture up on the screen in case you didn't know that. The collar is supposed to end about right here. I'll put myself up here for a second so people can see. It's supposed to end about right here. There's a gap opening and then it kind of goes down into a V. And so it's not supposed to close. It fits you absolutely perfectly.
I know, I was amazed that I got it to fit that good on the first try.
And the other thing that I noticed is the hem. You did a great job on the hem because it gets a little tricky going around those curves.
Yes, I think that this fabric is very forgiving because it has a little bit of a texture to it, a little kind of a gauzy kind of texture. And so it was fun to work with. I never had done anything out of this kind of fabric. And that and probably years of experience of doing these kinds of hems together with the fabric made it turn out great.
Well, I think it looks fantastic. And so I'm laughing because off on another topic here, when I was calling you, I was mentioning that there are a couple wasps in here. And if I start running or screaming, just know it has nothing to do with you. And Susan Fisher's talking about my salt gun. Yes, I do have a salt gun. And Wynn bought it for the boat. And so you put salt in it and you can shoot flies with it. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to post it here, but if I start, it's kind of a big thing, and if I start shooting that on my live show, people might not realize it's a salt gun. So Susan, you're hilarious. For Father's
I think I need
Day,
one of those too.
Oh, they're great. In fact, when Wynn bought it, I thought this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then you just put salt in it and shoot, and it kills the flies.
Wow, we have lots of wasps. We live out in the country, and we have a little hobby farm, and I'm allergic to the wasp, so I kind of think I need one of those.
Yeah, well, I got to find a link for it because it's the coolest thing ever. I'll bring it on the show if I can get it away from Wynn for a day. All right, so Janet wants to know if you know the name of the fabric that you have, if you know what kind it was, or was it just out of your stash?
It was from Joanne Fabrics, and it's from a line. Let's see, I have my border print here. Let me see if it says. I think it was American something, American Fields or something like that. I was trying to remember that last night because I had a feeling someone was going to ask me. But it was all on sale last week when I got it, and maybe it's still on sale. But they have all kinds of prints, and it's just beautiful. It drapes really beautifully with your top.
It looks great. So you guys, in case you missed that, Joanne Fabrics, and they always have a huge July 4th sale. So just in case they still have that fabric or something like that, you guys put it on your shopping list. There's nothing better than getting a good sale on fabric, especially when you're starting from scratch on a pattern that you haven't. I always say I like to sew together a muslin, but if you kind of know the measurements are going to fit, or you've tested a little bit, that if you can find fabric that's inexpensive enough on sale, you can go ahead and make it out of that. If it doesn't work, you throw it out, or if it does, then you're good.
Exactly. That was my thinking. So it really didn't cost you very much to make this top at all. And fortunately for me, it turned out right the first time.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So do you have any, since I can't bring you on live, do you have any sewing tips or anything that you want to share with all of your fabulous friends in the Wolfpack? They're all saying hi to you, by the way, and they love to hear your voice.
Hi, everybody. I really appreciate all your kind comments, too, on Facebook on my top. That's been fun, hearing all the comments.
I just looked. You had 75 comments on there and 227 likes. That's a lot of comments for anybody. But, I think we have such a great group, and everybody's so supportive of each other, which is awesome. And that's part of the best part of being part of that group, I think.
Yep. I'm trying to think of my sewing tip. I used that kind of a treacle knit kind of interfacing on this top, and I absolutely loved it.
That's the tricot knit. That's really soft. It has a little stretch too, right?
Yep, it has a little stretch and it's really soft. I had never worked with that before, and I'm trying to think of what it was called. I got it from somebody, but I've seen it on Amazon as well. French Fuse. That's what it was called, French Fuse.
French Fuse.
I absolutely love that stuff.
That stuff is awesome. So when we start the sew along, you guys, it'll start on July 2nd. I'm going to have a few of my interfacings out, and French Fuse is awesome. Any of those, there's about 3 different brands that are really good. And they sew up beautifully, they press beautifully, and when you wash your garment, it doesn't pull away from the fabric. So did you have any problems? I mean, it was a small area for the collar, but did you have any problems pressing that since it was the first time you used it? Oh, sorry to hit the mic, but did you have any issues with that, or did you have any?
No, it actually pressed right on and just stuck. I mean, I didn't have to hold my iron on it very long, and it was good and fused. It was amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I saw a question on here. So Lynn wants to know the difference between a woven fabric and cotton. Basically, that's the same thing. When I say a woven fabric, it's just something that doesn't stretch. It has a little more structure. A woven fabric, I mean, there's many different kinds. So when I refer to woven, it's something like what she's wearing there. It could be a cotton. It could be, a wool blend. A lot of those things I consider woven. So Lynn, I'll do a post on that because I won't have Cynthia answer that. She'll be here all day. Oh, and Carrie says that that French Fuse is 60 inches wide too. Is that what you ended up getting?
Yes, it is. It's 60 inches wide, so you get a lot. And I've even heard of people using it to stabilize a knit and kind of make it thicker. If you have a really thin knit that you're working with and you want it to be a little more thicker and substantial, they've used that. Use that right on the whole pattern.
That's interesting. So that's another tip. I haven't tried that on knits, but I have heard of it. I just haven't tried it. Well,
I haven't tried it either.
I think the best part of that interfacing is that it's light enough that it doesn't look like you can't. It's hard. It melds in as part of the garment. It doesn't stand out. Like I've used some of the cheaper ones that won't say names, but where it made the collar, it just didn't look right. It just, I mean, if you're going for that look, great. But this is supposed to be a soft, cool look, something very natural. And that interfacing is just fantastic. I use that for a lot of times in my jacket sleeve hems, just for the sleeve, because it's enough to give it some structure without making it too stiff.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Let's see. I have Gertrude said she's not going to be able to watch our sew along. She has granddaughters for the week. OMG. Hey, Gertrude, welcome to the party. So Cynthia, I'm listening to this. There's a couple questions on here. I'm trying to find the ones just for you. Kay says hi. She says she uses the Tricot Fusible to thicken her headbands when she makes them for the campers. That's a good idea. So Kay was actually in the class with us, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. I remember. Hi, Kate.
And Cindy Bates was too. I think I just saw Cindy in here too.
Oh, okay. Hi, Cindy.
Didn't you guys, I think you two were the first two, I called you guys the Cindys. That's why I always accidentally call you Cindy, even though, you go by Cynthia. But I called you both the Cindys because didn't you meet in the Wolf Pack? And that's how you both ended up became sewing friends?
Yes, she actually messaged me, and we decided to go to your class down there at All-Brands in Houston together, and we were roommates for the night. We took both of your classes. That was an awesome time, and it was so fun to get to meet some people that were on Facebook.
That was pretty cool. That was the first time that I actually realized that you guys are really and truly meeting here on the live show, becoming friends, and then sewing together, which was awesome. And then we met Kay there, and Janice was there. There's a whole,
Yep.
I'm leaving out a ton of names, but those were the ones that I just remember right away from the club that had met that way. And I'm like, this is so cool.
It is. Thank you. We appreciate that you're joining us all together like this and giving us some new sewing friends. This has been a lot of fun.
Well, this is fantastic. Well, Cynthia, thank you for letting me have you call in. Another day I'm going to try to practice and see if I can get you to come on live. We'll try that.
Okay.
We'll troubleshoot it before the show.
That would be good. I don't know what I did wrong. I answered the phone call. Maybe I was supposed to answer in a different way. But we'll figure it out.
You didn't do anything wrong. I'm sure. Have you checked out the technology lately? At least everybody's not staring at a blue screen this week, right?
Yep.
All right.
I was one of those that were hanging in there waiting for you to come back.
Which is awesome. All right. So I'm going to let you go, and you have a wonderful day. Everyone say goodbye to Cynthia.
Bye, everyone. It was fun.
You got a lot of friends here from Greece, Australia, the UK. You're worldwide famous now, Cynthia.
Wow.
All right. Keep in touch. I'll see you in the group.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Super fun. And that was one of the time. And if any of you others were here during that Texas event, now, since then, that was quite a few years ago. Since then, everywhere I go, there'll be 2 or 3 of you together from the group saying you guys became friends because of this, which is fantastic. So I saw a few questions. I'll go back and answer a lot of these later. No, I do not sell French fuse, but as soon as this jacket pattern is finished for the next sew along, I will be carrying 3 different types of interfacings. I'm not saying that won't be one of them, but I purchased it in 300-yard increments, so it's pretty large. So I'm picking my 3 favorites. 2 will be specifically for jackets, and 1 will be similar to the French fuse if that's not exactly what it is. So, but that won't be till fall. So I can leave you some links of where to go to find some of this. A few of you said you bought some Pellon. Now, for this top, it will be fine because it's just this little collar. Just make sure it's really thin, has a little stretch, and press it for a long time and use some steam with that, okay? Because the steam is what will hold that to the fabric. Pellon has issues. So, but you know, sometimes that's all you can use. And if you've already bought it, no problem. I have some of that here and I use it in some situations. There's another place that I purchase a lot of interfacing from, and that's Vogue Fabrics. You can purchase, they have Fusinit, FUSI-KNIT. Fusinit, they have that there. And I'll put some links as our sew along starts on the 2nd. So, okay, before we go, I'm going to be doing a drawing, and I'm reading all of your questions. Oh, Janice, you're not going to be in Houston this year. No, because you moved. That's right. Somebody just asked me if I'm going to be at the Road to California show. Not that I know of. There's a show in January that I might be at. And I'm not sure if that's the name of it. I have to look it up, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. So at this point, for the rest of this year, there are 2 main events. I'm only doing the larger events from this point forward because I'm going to start hosting classes in my own studio. So the smaller classes are going to be here, and I'll just be going to the larger events. So for the rest of the year, there's only 2 more left. California with sewingmachinesplus.com. I'll be there for 4 days, 2 days at one store and 2 days at the other. 2 days are full day sewing, doing the embroidered tattoos. I love, and you're going to be refashioning a top or something to use that for. And then the other 2 days, though, would be great for the Sewing Guild, or if you just want to come in, it's lecture demo. But you can feel all my fabrics. You can see my finished garments. We hang out for the whole day. I will teach specific things for garment sewing and embroidery. So I think you'd enjoy that. And then the other one is the Houston Quilt Fest, and that is with All Brands. So that's it for the rest of this year, though. So if you don't go to one of those 2, then I won't see you this year, except here, of course. So let me just show you this. There's some show and tells here that I have to share with you guys. So I think I still have Cynthia up here. So let me just see if I can bring up. You have got to see some of these tops. So first off, this is a fantastic pattern hack Who is this? Is this Roanne? My glasses are filthy. Roanne, I love this. Okay, so if you can't see this up close, she used my embroidery collection on the sleeves. If you can see that right through there. I just love it. I didn't even notice that you used the embroidery on there. I just love the color. And then I saw the extra fabric. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. So Roanne, I can't remember. I know that I can't remember if you purchased that sleeve pattern or the fabric from me, if that's the tulle or the mesh. The mesh is a lot softer and it almost looks like mesh and I love it. But I also love the tulle look. So she did the embroidery designs on the neckline. That color is fantastic. I don't know if you're on here, Roanne. If you are, I'm going to see what fabric that is. So let's just see if you're on here. I'll keep looking. So that was awesome. That gets a whoa, over the top, amazing. And she just posted that this morning. So here, in case you guys forgot, you're supposed to post a photo. I'm doing giveaways nonstop now, starting after this giveaway this week with the fabric of if you post a photo either in the group or on Instagram, tag me at #AngelaWolf. And I'm putting your names into a giveaway. And next week, I will be drawing out of everyone that posts a photo of how you watch behind the scenes live with me. I'm giving away one of my thread cutters. Yes. And by the way, I saw somebody ask about my ring here. So before I go any further on this, post your photo. This ring is my grandmother's who passed away. Her birthday would have been this week, Friday or Saturday. My sister Julie's birthday is today. And Monday was Teresa's birthday. This is a busy week. So I've been wearing this all week. There's a funny story behind this ring. My grandmother gave me this when I was in my 20s because big rings were so in style. I had a fashion show and she said, you have to have this. And it was in a silver setting. So it fell out of the setting. So I put it into a necklace. And then she said, I like it as a necklace. So I said, here, you take it back for a while. Right? And then she wore it as a necklace. So then she says, you know what? I don't like it as a necklace. I'm going to put it back as a ring. So then she put it back as a ring. And then I said, can I have that back? I'm going to something. And she's like, sure. And then she gave it to me. We went back and forth with this ring probably 10 times. So I miss her dearly. So this is my little fun thing for the week. Big rings. I love. So, all right, back to our show and tell. And then I have to roll. So this is Janice. Janice, your room is way too clean for me, but I love the flowers on there too. So don't forget to post your photo, how you watch behind the scenes. Here we go. This is Debbie's top. This color looks amazing. It's one of my favorite. Debbie, I love it. I love it. I love it. And you did a great job on the collar. I am really impressed with you guys. The collar can be tricky. That's probably the trickiest part. And when we do the sew along next week, even though the episodes are on It's So Easy, I'm going to do it really slow so you can follow along from beginning to end. If you're in the Fashion Sewing Club, go back because I did it yesterday live in a very brief version. Here's Janet's top. If you didn't get a close-up of that when she was on there, this is a full version of the top. I love the color blocking. So she did the collar, the placket, and the yoke in a solid color. Great idea. Absolutely great idea. Melody, you always put cute things in there. I Googled my symptoms. Turns out I need to sew more. I love that. All right, Denise. Denise, this looks awesome. Denise just finished a whole bunch of ruche tees too. She is a sewing machine, literally sewing machine. And this top looks great. I love the floral. Very pretty. Great color on you, by the way. And I love the back. The whole top fits you just perfectly. And she turned it into short sleeves. Some of you were asking, would you have to do anything special for short sleeve? So what I want to know is, Denise, if you leave a comment, did you have to alter the sleeve at all, or did you just cut it off and sew it? That I'm curious. Joan wants to know, when are you giving classes in Michigan? Starting in 2020 will be when those classes will. And I post the first batch when those classes go live. They'll be limited to under 20 people. Most of them will be limited to 15 for personal attention. But stay tuned. If you're on my newsletter, you'll get it. If you're in the Fashion Sewing Club, you get it first. So you get the first opportunity to take the seats. Janice is saying, loving the colors, love the top, shade of blue, love it. Charlene says, love it. Definitely. And Carrie's going back to that first outfit, love the lace. Absolutely. So someone said it's chiffon. Oh, Roanne, you are in here. So the sleeve was chiffon. Let me go back there because I want to see what you did on the hem. That was super. Here we go. Is that embroidery at the bottom? Some of the designs for embroidery? Because I'm looking at that closer. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. I don't know if I can. Let's try. Oh, yeah. No, it's just making the text bigger. That's not going to do any good. All right, let's see. No, it's just making the text bigger. Will you do me a favor, Roanne? Will you, at some point in your busy schedule, post a photo, a close-up of those sleeves? I just love it. I just love it. All right, so let me scroll through some more because I got a lot to show you guys on here. There's Cynthia's. Absolutely beautiful. Great color on you. Okay, so here's Melody. She did another pattern hack. I love the pattern hacks that are going to come out of this, but she didn't want a collar because she said it's too hot in the keys, which I agree. And so she left the collar off, and it looks like she did a bias binding or a facing. I'm guessing bias binding, but Melody, I think you're on here. So what did you do? Oh, I can see you all saying happy birthday to my sisters. Yes, yes. Hey, Chris, great to see you popping in. Deborah, Roanne said she used a decorative stitch on her machine. Roanne, it looked awesome. So if you think of it, post a photo, a close-up for us to see. Just a little tutorial there. All right, so Melody, I love this. When you laid this fabric out, I thought this is going to be really cute. So I'm guessing you did bias binding, but we'll wait for her to answer that for sure. Oh, yep, she says bias binding. Yes, yes, very, very cute. All right, Donna has her fabric. I love this fabric. You got it at Joann's? It was on sale and free shipping. Nice. And she left the name of the fabric for those that wanted to know. That's a really cool print. All right, so Pam, oh, I didn't know Pam posted this today. So Pam used the designs that we had in the group, but she used it from her, let's see, I think she used it from her Dream Machine. She was at class at Colorado Springs in Rocky Mountain, which that place is amazing. It's a brother dealer. And they were learning how to cut fabric on their scan and cut. So she cut this out. Really cool. Boy, you guys are coming up with some really cool things on this. Very fun. Very fun. Okay, Janet, there's where she turned the ruche tee. Oh, no, the Delilah into a dress. That was a very cute top. And the floral, if you haven't noticed, floral fabrics are in big time. April says the sleeveless versions are very cool. I agree, by the way. All right, let's see. I'm going to just show a few more, and then I have to run. But this, so Deb, I haven't seen you post anything in a while, and I love this top. This is absolutely cute. I think she said she was having, let's see, it was a bit beyond her skills. Well, you wouldn't know it by looking at this adorable top. Oh my goodness. The collar looks great. The placket, I did a close-up. Your top stitching is gorgeous. Not that I'm making them large, but I do on my phone. I can make it large, just like my nephew's writing. The fabric, did you dye that yourself? Let's see, she said she got that fabric. Oh, she has fabric that she bought from me, but I'm curious about this fabric. Unless you bought that from me, and I didn't remember. That is really cute. I'm just reading her comments. Oh, she'll be ready to sew the nice fabric that she bought from me. But I like that fabric. I think it's gorgeous. It looks like something I would hand dye. And on this top, you can see one thing that's on this Linda Tunic. The back is a little longer than the front. It's very stylish. So if you're wearing skinny jeans, the back is a little bit lower. It's more flattering that way, I believe. That's my opinion. And also, you can tuck it in very easily. Well, anyways, you said this was out of your skill level. Deb, you are golden because that is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Here's one from Jean. Great fabric here. Very cute. Another short sleeve style. So I really like the short sleeves. I think I'm going to have to be doing that. So Christina left, I left this in the group because it was so funny. So this is an underwater fashion show. She said, maybe Angela will do one next. And then someone else suggested Wes should get on this. This is so funny. It's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, Christina, thanks for the laugh because that was pretty funny. And let's see, there was Glenda. Glenda's posting a photo of her watching the show. I love that, your little sewing table. That's so cute. Okay, Maggie's got her pattern ready, and Charlene, another floral print. Beautiful, great colors. You guys, we should have like just where did everybody get their fabric? And I think there it is. Gina asked that. Where is everybody getting their fabric? So everybody's sharing that. So if you're looking for a fabric source, pop in there. What height are your patterns drafted for, Gertrude? The patterns are drafted for 5'7". Somebody who's 5'7", but that doesn't really mean much because the thing is that every might be short-waisted, long-waisted. There is an exact measurement on the pattern that tells you from the back neck to the waist, and that's what you can compare to your own body shape. So, yeah, I didn't go like the 5'9" or anything like that. I kind of started with my own body shape and my own height because I know that when I walk into ready to wear, I can fit quite a few brands, not many, some I have to do minor adjustments, but the standard measurements are on there. All right, there's one more of Janet's, and let's see, there's one here. You got to see Karina's. Janet, you have been busy. Holy cow. I know I've liked all these comments. And by the way, I love your dress form like that. Here we go. Karina, this is what she put on the back of her shirt. Eat, sleep, sew, repeat. Love it. So, and then I think I have the front of hers. Oh, this is Charlene's top. I love it. And by the way, the dog, it makes a great prop. Debbie wanted to know if anyone had done the Delilah out of a woven fabric. And unless there's stretch, you'll have problems with that, by the way. I think I answered that one. Oh, here, this is Amy's. Amy, great styling on this. She changed the sleeve and added ruching at the bottom. So if you pop in the group and look at that, it's super cute. So the sleeve has a little ruching, similar to one of my pattern hacks, but a little different. And I love the necklace with it. Here is the fabric giveaway that I'm going to be giving away in about 30 seconds. I got Sharon's top on here. Great job. Great job. Look what she did with the yoke where she, the bias of the front looks just wonderful on that. The way you cut that out is really cool. You had to put some thought into that. If you didn't put thought into that, you got really lucky because it looks amazing. Plaids are difficult, or stripes or anything like that. Here's Susan's. Very vibrant pink. I love this. Now that I met Susan in person, I know this is a good color on you. And let's see what else. Here's Karina. I want to see if I can find her. Hold on a second. Nope, that's not it. That's a blog post. I think I have this. Here you go. That's the shirt that Karina designed all of this for all of you to use. You can go in there and you cannot sell it, don't forget, but you can use it for yourself. There's our beautiful Karina with her top on. Very cool. Great way to end the show today. Everybody, I thank you for doing that, by the way. And between that and the Linda Tunic, we're keeping very busy in the group. All right, so let's do the drawing. And let me go grab the fabric for you. Hold on. Keep yourself busy for a second. I am officially parting with this beautiful fabric. I don't know if I'm going to have like a therapy after this. This is the first part of my stash, and I'm giving rid of 2 pieces. And it's gorgeous. I don't know what you're going to make with it, but whoever wins it, I can hardly wait. And you have to promise that you'll share a photo in the group with whatever you make. So there's this piece, and then there's this piece that you could use for lining or sleeves or something else. They both match. I think a circle skirt would be cute out of it too, but the Linda Tunic would be fabulous. So Jen wants to know, is the Linda Tunic still on sale? Yes, until the end of the month. So the coupon code is capital letters Linda 20. If you're in the Fashion Sewing Club, pop in there. You have a different code. And Patricia said my color. I saw a few more questions. Kathleen, you're in Pakistan. Awesome. She's going to be getting home to her machine soon. Well, safe travels, my dear. That's a long trip. And yes, Jen, so if the coupon code is good until June 30th, which is right when the sew along starts. So grab your pattern now. I extended that sale a little bit because some of you I didn't send an email out except for one. Shame on me. Leslie says, looking forward to getting that in the cut file. Yes. Oh, Sherry wants to know if I did a sew along with the ruche tee. I have to look. I don't think I ever did a sew along with the ruche tee. I did sew that in my knits class. It's like the Essential Guide to Sewing Knits class, but that's a paid class. Sherry, I'll check. But I'm sure I have something on YouTube about that. All right, so I'm going to have so much fun reading your comments this Saturday. So while I'm looking up the winner for this beautiful fabric, don't forget, I used the wrong code, LOL. Leslie, if you did, just send me a message. I tried to follow anybody who used no code or a code that I knew were Fashion Sewing Club members. I refunded your discount. Anybody else, if I didn't know you, you just send me a note and I can refund that. I always am good about that. In fact, I don't know what happened to shipping rates, but something must have gone down since the time some people purchased, because I had to refund probably 15 people in the last 2 days, like $3.10 or something like that, because they paid too much for shipping. So if you see an odd refund, just know it was probably either you forgot to use your coupon code or I just refunded you paid too much for shipping. And I didn't send emails to you about that because that would take forever. Just if you see a $2 refund, just know, go to Starbucks or something, get some coffee. Okay, on to Facebook. Let me find this. Every time you go on Facebook, it tells you what to post, and it's showing both of my sisters and I. It said we must be good friends. We are. Happy birthday, girls. Happy birthday. So unfortunately, my sister Teresa did she break her ankle? They just moved into a new house, and she's got those 3 little kids under too. And she was taking the trash out and her foot hit a cobblestone something. And I think she either sprained it or had a minor break. So, oh no, that's going to be tough. All right, contest. Let's see. The giveaway next week, you don't have to enter. All you have to do is post a photo. I'm giving away one of my thread cutters. You never know, there might be something else in there too. All right. Good luck, you guys. Drum roll. It takes a minute for it to open. Let me see. Wow, a lot of you really wanted to win this fabric. Good job for entering. All right, draw winners. 1 winner, and you get extra entries for everyone you referred. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard this, but last week or a couple weeks ago when Judy Romano won, I was downloading, the stats from the contest, things like that, of how many people entered. And there was a note with the winner that she had shared it over 100 times. Good job, Judy. No wonder you won. Now, by the way, this is software that picks these winners. It's not me. It's a random drawing. And you can only win once within 30 days. So let's see who we have here. How interesting. Referred to the contest by Judy Romano. Judy, Judy, you didn't win, but it says that you referred this winner, and she's the winner. So the winner goes to, it looks like her favorite place. I asked you guys a question this week. Where do you find your sewing information? And a lot of you wrote YouTube. Many of you wrote with my classes and my live show. And she wrote on here, online and my local sewing studio. Awesome. She is part of the Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, and Blueprint. Awesome. And I think I just saw your name come up that you ordered something recently. The winner is Abigail Tiggleman. Did I pronounce that right? Abigail Tiggleman. If the GG is soft or not, I don't know. If you're on here, say hi. So congratulations. You are the winner of these 2 beautiful pieces of fabric. I cannot wait to see what you make with this. You are going to love it. So send me a private message with your information for your address. I will also email you in case you're not watching live. And congratulations. So there goes that. And I hope you guys have a great week. Now, by the way, next week is July 4th. I can see you. Hi, Donna. Great to see you, by the way. Next week is July 4th, but I will be live on Wednesday. So I don't know what you're doing on Wednesday during the day. If you're at the pool, you can watch me there. But what the heck? I'm going to be here working anyways, right? I got to get this jacket done. I might give you a sneak preview of it. And since we ran out of time, I'm not going to show you all the fabrics. I'll save it for next week. So that's about it. Tomorrow, Facebook Fashion Sewing Club members, we have a live members only at 2 o'clock, I think it is. Go check in the club. And that's about it. Hey, Julie. There's Julie, birthday girl. I would sing you happy birthday, but I'm afraid Facebook would break. Singing, not my forte. I played the piano for you, but that's about it. Happy birthday, Julie. Love you, girl. Happy birthday, Teresa. And happy birthday, Grandma. So you guys have a wonderful week. If you're not here for July 4th because you're on vacation, we will miss you. You can always watch it, the replay. And on the 2nd, keep an eye out. You're going to get a newsletter with details for how the sew along is going to start, where the live show is going to be, and things like that. So you guys have a wonderful day. I can see you all wishing happy birthday to my sister, and definitely pool time. All right, guys, have a great week. Thanks for watching. See you soon.